I know what you might be thinking. I look like a conspiracy theorist right now, but hear me out with this. I know a dude who knows another dude, disguised as another dude, that one of the rarest PS4 game ever made has been left abandoned at a local game store near me. Nobody knew a physical copy existed until now, since the original game was released digitally only and has been delisted for the past 7 years. It's the Polybius of modern gaming, although Polybius actually did end up being for real. This, my friend, is a printed dev copy of PT, short for a playable teaser for a canceled project called Silent Hills. And wait a second, why is there a PS5 header on this? Oh no. Son of a bitch! Fun fact, this game existed for 8 months, and everyone lost their shit. Silent Hills was one of the biggest blows of all video game cancellation. It had so much potential to be one of the greatest horror games of all time, behind two of the greatest directors out there, on top of the fact that we just all badly want the next Silent Hill 2 video games. Instead, we get this absolute joke. Abandoned on PS5 is one of the strangest experiences I've ever had with video games, or lack thereof. So let's go back to where it all started, exactly a year ago. On April 7th, 2021, the official PlayStation YouTube channel released an announcement teaser for Abandoned, an original title coming exclusively to the PS5.
Let me tell you a story. A true story. A story that could overcome to all of us. Imagine waking up at a place far, far away from home. Away from your lost ones. Away from friends. Away from safety. Trying to understand how you got there. No one there to guide you. No one there to assist you. No food. No water. You've got nothing to survive. But the complicated part is, well, you're a prey. A powerless, thirsty, and a weak prey of a strong, blood-loving community led by a religious nutjob. A false prophet that will do anything for power, anything for wealth. And when you realize this, you know it's the end. Your end. But you will never accept this. You will fight for a way out. This was by far the most surreal trailer I've ever watched, featuring photorealistic forests and lots of jank. It's unlike any announcement trailers we've seen, that's for sure, but it didn't take long for people to speculate that it was Hideo Kojima's next grand project. I mean, sure, it makes sense to assume that, as Kojima has had a history with throwing curveballs at everyone. Much like going under a fake studio, Moby Dick Studio, revealing The Phantom Pain, which was actually the subtitle to Metal Gear Solid 5. That game got a $30 prologue called Ground Zeroes back in 2014, and then eventually the full Phantom Pain experience released in late 2015. 7780 Studio made PT exclusively for PS4, one of the greatest horror video game experience of all time, which was also short for Playable Teaser to Silent Hills. Then Konami told everyone to You can even go back to 2001 when all the marketing for Metal Gear Solid 2 was, spoilers, only showing the first 2 hours of a game, hiding what the actual game was. Safe to say that everyone was assuming that there's something hidden behind the curtains for Blue Box Game Studios. I mean, it can't just be another Life of Black Tiger, because that's too good to be true. A
few months goes by, but things really start to escalate once Blue Box Game Studios made this tweet. Guess the name. Abandon equals starts with an S, ends with an L. Splinter Cell. Oh, shit, it's Silent Hill! It's Silent Hill! Only to immediately redact it, saying they have no affiliations with Konami. Hold on, what the hell is this supposed to be then? Well, lucky enough, they're making a real-time experience app, giving us a glimpse of what to expect in the game natively in our own PS5. Of course, it got delayed a few times throughout the summer, but at least we got another promotional teaser. Ah, Jesus Christ. You just had to bring in Metal Gear for this. Yeah, it turns out this might have been the screenshot of a cheap character model for the Unreal Engine, but nonetheless sparked even more hype. Something's off. Why would this studio go out of its way to say Abandon is its own indie project, only to then blow up the entire internet by referencing Konami IPs? Doesn't matter though, because we have this new app to talk about. We have this short teaser on Twitter hyping us for the big reveal. Oh my god, are those the same legs as James Sunderland from Silent Hill 2? It might be real! Everyone is counting down to the very last seconds, and... nothing. Yeah, so this app was actually available to preload onto the PS5 a few weeks in advance, and get this, it was never actually updated. Now, Blue Box Game Studios claimed that there was an error when delivering the patch, which isn't true, because if you did upload something, it would have to be certified and delivered by Sony through their own servers. Plus, data miners would have noticed something by now, which means it can only lead to two possibilities. One, the PSN server either crashed or shut down for maintenance. That didn't happen at that current moment, which can only lead to our second and only possibility. The patch was never uploaded to begin with, because no data existed. Hell, we don't even know if this game is even real at this point. But it gets crazier. 3 days after the botch launched, a 5 GB patch was uploaded, and get this. Was just the same teaser we already saw on Twitter 3 days ago, but in 4K. I'll commend them to this. That was a fantastic unofficial April Fool's prank to ever be committed.
Blue Box, just go home. Turns out the studio actually has a history with trolling gamers by announcing an ambitious horror game only to either be cancelled or flat out disappeared.
Well, after looking back at what happened with Abandon throughout the past year, I think it's safe to say that the title is pretty synonymous with the project itself. That's it. I got nothing else to say. I know it is April Fool's Day, but I feel like I wasted my time not talking about an actual game. Let's see here. Castlevania, anyone?